Hello. Okay, I'm slightly delirious, but it's all good. It's all good. And you get me in post kickboxing hair and face today. It's very glamorous. I hope you can handle it. But happy Tuesday that feels like a Monday, because yesterday was a holiday here. So, oh my goodness, what is this crazy hair? Yeah, we'll just get to the desk cam in a second. So, yes, I hope if you had a holiday yesterday as well, that you had an enjoyable one. Some of you have a holiday next Monday, but it's Tuesday for all of us right now, right? Is it already tomorrow in Australia? I don't know. Okay, let's go back to the desk and see what we've got. So, Sophia says she can't believe it was nearly September because it was only February last week. I feel that with all of my very existence. Yes. So hello to all of you who are here live. We've got Joanne and Matrix and Virginia and Cynthia and Joan. Oh, we have Joanne and Joan Ann. I love it. We have Debbie and Amanda and Diane and Liz and Sarah. We've got Cheryl. We've got Virginia. We've got Carrie and now I get to the point where I can't remember who I've said and who I haven't. Nancy and April, Ruth. Yes, and we've got Jolene. She's here. She was first person in the chat that I could see. So hi, Jolene and everyone else who's here live. So yes, things we have done with the August kit. It's August. So I need to do a sit down and journal. So I'd actually quite like to do that today, but we'll see. It might be tomorrow. But yeah, so this one had the extra 6x12 to go with that. And journaling is going to go here as well. Good old alpaca pun in the title. We're very excited about that. See, more that needs journaling. What are you doing this month, Shimelle? What are you doing? This one with its pink and yellow and orange fun. I do really love this page, to be fair. And the crinkliness of it all with the vellum. It feels crinkly. Oh my goodness, these photos feel a million years ago and they were July. What is that about? Summer has been packed. Okay, so wave stencil and lots of scraps. Lots of scraps from this kit, but yeah. And then added some stamps. Started with the little squares at the beginning of the month. Chipboard frame under here. Color plus wood grain for an outdoorsy photo there. Okay, so nice bit of variety in what we've done this month, to be fair. I feel like there's variety, even though we're using the same supplies. So I'm going to put all those behind me. Don't know if you've got a favorite or what. But yes. Oh, Sarah had to go away and get snacks, but she came back. Autumn says, I look fine, I just look healthy, and that's good. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I had a different kickboxing instructor. I normally do kickboxing on a Tuesday and a Thursday morning. And a different instructor today because my normal instructor was on holiday. And I didn't know she was on holiday, so none of us did. It was all a bit unexpected when we came in and we were like, who is this lady? She's setting up to teach the class, but I'm not sure if she's teaching the class because it doesn't say she's teaching the class on the timetable. It turned out she was. But she was lovely and fun, and this is what I have left in the kit. Right, so I've got, I don't know why I just grabbed part of it and not all of it. So what have I got? I've got those pieces there. No, I have more. I was like, I'm sure I have more chipboard frames than that. An airplane, which I haven't done anything with an airplane this summer. Camper van and 2 squares. Now these we could use any month. I think I could make those work with any month of supplies. All right. So I've got those. I've got these. I've got this to cut apart. I've just realized that I've got this jumper tied to my waist and it's going over the top of the desk. So I don't know if you're going to end up with just seeing the tie in my sleeves that goes around my waist. Okay. Cut apart here, which was the cheat, remember? Because I got 2 of these so I could use that. But then I haven't used much of the cut apart, just the strip that was here. So maybe I need to focus on some of that. What else we got? Oh, I have the flowers. Let's start by cutting that out and then figure it out. Oh, Courtney just noticed that to be in the live chat now, you've got to be a subscriber. So, okay, I'm interested. If anybody is out there and trying to type in the chat and it says you can't, it should be because you're not subscribed. So we had this discussion last week on one of the lives because we had a spammer come in and try to get us all to join some dodgy dating app. And as Claire said at the time, do they not understand that scrapbookers do not have time for that nonsense? And we would like to use all our spare time for crafting. Thank you. Somebody pointed out that I could put it onto subscribers only in the live chat and see if that makes a difference, because then the spammers would have to subscribe in order to chat with us. And I had been hesitant about turning it on in the past because I looked at the stats and there are a lot of people who watch the live streams who don't subscribe. But I gave you a warning last time. So hopefully, if you're somebody who watches the live stream and chats, you're just subscribed and it'll be fine. But if you're out there going, I really want to chat and I can't because I'm not subscribed, then try to subscribe. If this becomes a problem, could you send a message to me and let me know how it all works? Because I think it'll be all right. Right. Lee says, will you include tips and instructions on how to stencil in your next class? I'm new to stenciling. Honey, it's so easy. We can do it today. Don't worry. Yeah, it's super easy. Don't overthink it. It's really easy. We'll do it right now. I'm just going to figure out what paper and photos we're going to use. I'm just going through what I've got left. There's got a fair amount of leftovers. Okay, to be fair, this grid is actually from a different month and I had pinched it. So I'm in no obligation to use that. So is that polka dot. Okay. This one. And then I've got this as a full 12 by 12. So you probably want to see this as a full background, don't you? Don't you? Okay. So do we think it's possible to put these flowers and this circle together? I think it is. So we'll do that. How am I going to work stenciling into that? I'm not sure yet, but we're going to figure it out. Okay. Right. So photo options, because remember last time I just had a whole bunch and I let you pick. So I'm going to pull them out now and we're going to see what goes best here. Did I scrap this one yet? I don't think I did. Okay. So let me just double check. Did I put that on anything? I don't think I did. Just flipping back through the last few things that are here, but no, now I'm into pages I made in July, and that photo was taken in August, so definitely not. Okay, so I could do single photo. The colors are nice there, and this geometric with that geometric could be an option, but it is another single photo. This is a 3 photo and doesn't really fit the feel of that, so I think that's a no. This is a 1 big, 1 small, which could work. And this is 3 smalls. Okay, so I think that's the options. You can help pick now. Okay, so 1 photo, 2 photos, or 3 photos. Keeping in mind it's going to have that geometric and that floral. That was halfway through saying flower and floral. Did it come out right? I don't know. Okay, so there's one photo, 2 photos, 3 photos. I'll put these away for another day. Right, so you can decide on that. Have a good look, because then I'm going to swap over to Facecam to do my little speech, and you can vote. And when I finish the speech, I'll pick the one that's the clear winner, hopefully. Okay, so 1 photo, 2 photos, 3 photos. Hi, back with my scruffy hair and face now, but that's okay. I'm Shimelle. I teach online scrapbooking classes, design scrapbooking products, and help you use them to tell your stories in a creative way. It's not just my hobby, it is my job, and that means anytime I scrapbook on the internet, legally it's considered advertising, and I need to make sure that you're aware of that. So thank you, as always, for coming to watch my #advertising. If you have any questions, you might find the answers and the links in the box below for things like all of the stuff that I've used for all of my August pages is linked as the August Best of Both Worlds kit. And then there's also a link to what I'll be using next month, which starts this Friday for the September Best of Both Worlds kit. You'll also find a link to my Use What You Buy stamp set class, which Today is the 30th, which means today and tomorrow are your last 2 days to get that at $5, because on the 1st of September, it goes up to $10. So if you want it for $5, go click that link and sign up now. It doesn't mean that you have to do it in the next few days, because the access is permanent and you can have it in your account as long as you want and access it anytime. But if you want it for the half price instead of the full price, you have to get it while it's still August. Then in September, we go on to new things. Yes, and in the description box, you'll find a whole description of what Best of Both Worlds is and how you can choose to follow along with me using supplies that you either buy or choose from your own stash, and make it work to make sure that you are making pages and not just collecting stuff. We might think that collecting or buying scrapbook supplies and actually scrapbooking are 2 different hobbies, and I'm here to help you a little bit with the first one and a lot with the second one. That's my goal here. So I hope you will enjoy and scrap along anytime you can. Right, let's get back to the desk. Okay, what do we got? We got a lot of votes for 2 pictures and quite a few for 1, but I think 2. Oh, some people changing votes. Hold on, do I need to count? Yes. Claire, can you tell Georgia, I'm really sorry. I'm really on it. I almost didn't go live today because it's not there. I'm on it, and I'm really sorry. Okay, that's all I'm going to say, because otherwise I won't be able to scrap. But I haven't forgotten. I am on it. I don't want to say it's going to be tonight, because I said that on Friday and then I didn't get it done, and I haven't got it done over the entire weekend. But I'm not far off, and it will be there as soon as possible. Okay. Okay, I'm going to draw a line under that and carry on with the, with the video now. I'm sorry, Georgia. I'm really sorry. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think 2 is winning. Okay. Ooh, this smooth camera flipping is all rather fancy. Oh, that's the same setup I've had for a while. Is it not normally that smooth? It's the same buttons. Okay, so we're doing these 2. These can go away, and this one here. Okay, so we got those 2 photos. Courtney, I know, but it's not really an excuse. I am terribly behind on that. And yeah, yeah. Okay, but bend and snap. Snap. Bend. Snap. Okay, so we're going to have these 2. I want that to have a border around the edge, and I'm going to use this, which is like a texture off, like it's a very pale blue, but a nice match to this, yeah? Oh, you know what I want to do. Is Amy here? Okay, so tearing with, I know I haven't done a sketch yet. I'll come back to that in a second, because I'm on a roll right now. Tearing, but not with abandon. Tearing with control. Control. Okay. I remember being absolutely wilded out that Janet Jackson was really young when she wrote that song. I remember being in the 6th grade and being like, oh, she had already written this. Okay, so fold back and forth a few times until basically you are bending the paper to your will. The paper has no choice in this matter. You have decided. And then gently tear. You have to kind of pull away. There we go. All right, so we want that, and I'm going to do the same on all of the sides. Daisy knows the song I mean. It is. It's so good. Is that off her first album? Maybe. I don't know. I listened to it a lot in the 6th grade. But I suppose it's it would have been very similar to when Kate Bush wrote Wuthering Heights. Also, excellent song. Also a song that made me go, what? What am I doing with my life? There were people out there writing these amazing things at like age 12. It's okay. We all have different timelines. And we all have different things that we need to do, and not all of us need to write an amazing song. We can do other things. Okay, I wasn't here to get philosophical today. Words are hard. But apparently that's what I'm doing. Courtney says that she uses the time to watch a live to clean up her desk. This explains a lot, Courtney, about why my desk is not clean. I need time to watch, and then I could clean it up. This is what we're saying. I did not know this. Okay, so the last side is always going to be the hardest if you're not starting with the whole big sheet, because now I got to do a tiny little tear here, but it's going to be all right. Okay, now a bunch of you will go, Shimelle, don't you own like a scoreboard or something? Well, yeah, but can I do it with my bare hands in the time it would take me to get the scoreboard out and eventually put it away? Yes! So I'm going to do it with my hands. Oh, I'm a terrible marketer when it comes to tools. Just give me things I can use with my bare hands. You ever notice I don't have tweezers in my scrapbooking space? And there are so many people I watch videos and see, I should be cleaning my desk if I'm catching their video. And I'll be like, oh, see, that looks so nice and tidy on the video because their hand doesn't get in the way of whatever little detail they're putting on their project. And then I try it every once in a while and I go, you know what? I have no control. I'm back to control again. Control. So, hands. Big, clumsy, hands in the way with tiny little details. That's me. That's what you get when you come here. Scruffy hair and hands in the way. It's all right. Do whatever, whatever keeps you happy creating. Yeah. And working with my hands. That keeps me happy. Right. All that time to tear that, but I love it. And I just feel like that sort of tearing goes really well with Vicky's geometrics, because imagine this pattern. Imagine this pattern as a digital file where you have drawn all of these shapes as geometric pieces, and then you drop in a color. But Vicky doesn't drop in a color. She drops in layers that have color and texture and all of this different stuff going on. And that always makes me want to have as much texture going on in the stuff that I add. Yeah, so where we've got like paper that looks like it's old and wearing away or water stained, or this almost looks like mulberry paper here and this has notebook paper here. I love that she does, I just love that style to her products, and I want to carry that on and being able to mix the graphic of a straight line with the texture of a tear. Yeah. It just seems at home with a Vicky design like that. So there we go. Now, let's sketch out how this is going to work. And basically, it gets super simple as a sketch. I mean, it's going to look terrible as a drawing. But to work with, it's really simple because we're just going to follow the sketch. The paper. I'm going to follow the paper to make the sketch. That's not a square in any shape of the world, but that's okay. One big photo. One little photo. Now you know those are photos, okay? And there's going to be floral piece sitting here. Ooh. Those are flowers. You could totally tell that, yeah? And then the rest of this looks like This is so, one, it's not a circle. Two, it's nowhere centered, but you know. This is the pattern paper. Hilariously, oh my goodness. Don't tell Vicky how badly I've drawn this. You would think there's just not an ounce of creativity in me when you look at how I sketch these things. It's okay. Have faith that you do not need to be able to make a beautiful sketch in order to A, have fun, B, make very lovely pages. I'm just telling you. Okay, so the floral is going to go there. I'm trying to think of where the title should go, because you've got the option to run the title actually over the flowers, or you've got an option to kind of put it down here. And I'm kind of thinking it will go down here on this curve, but I may decide I don't like the curve. I may decide that there's not room for it down here and then bring it up there. So there's optional title placement. I should treat myself to a new pink Sharpie. And Debbie says it's a sketch, so it's sketchy. I'm a little bit sketchy, it's true. Okay, so then where are we going to journal? Well, we can journal all the way around this circle, which could be kind of cool. Yeah. Also could journal here and here. Optional. Okay, so that's what the sketch is going to look like. Circles along with words are hard, says Carrie. Oh, the hysterical sketching. The sketchy sketchness. Okay, and that huge mess that's over here. Let's just place this here. Da-da-da-da. Will it focus that? There we go. Oh, look, my desk isn't nearly as such a disaster. It's fine. All right. Let's see if I can take 1 second to make this slightly less atrocious. Look at all those paper bits. What you like, Shimelle? What are you like? But hands up, how many people have a stack of offcuts like that on your desk right now? You're going to be like, just you, Shimelle. No one else. But Alex is here. So I know I've got Alex to back me up. Alex and I speak the same language of just move it to the side. It's fine. Look at that. I got loads of room. It's fine. Okay. We need brown ink today. What have I got? Yes, brown. Walnut stain. Brown there, too. Okay. Cut out this. Ready? Deep breath. Is my lady who wants to stencil still here? Oh, Virginia says, how long have you had your pink Sharpie? I am impressed by your loyalty to that Sharpie. I think it's less about loyalty and possibly more about laziness. But yeah, I've had that Sharpie a long time. Jolene puts her offcuts in a bowl. Amazing idea. Courtney suggests that Shimelle needs a Shimelle. Oh, Shimelle needs a Shimelle to watch so she can clean her desk. You mean I should watch myself? That it gets a little stressful because I always know the bits where I'm like, oh no, I'm going to say something that I'm going to cringe at. But it's okay. Kathy, it's okay. Kathy says her desk doesn't have enough space to put her paper offcuts to the side, but you should see her floor. Kathy, I have the answer for you. All your paper is on a shelf, and the floor is your favorite shelf. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so, Alex says, just remember that a messy desk is Sarah's kryptonite. It is true. She can't do it. She has to have super tidy. And Lise says, is it Lise? Lisa? Lise. I'm going with Lise. If I'm wrong, correct me. But she's still here and she wants to stencil. So I'm going to do a quick little stencil tip and then I'm going to cut this out. Okay, so first I need a bit of paper that I can stencil on. What have I got? Let's have, what is in here that might be fun to stencil? Actually, my Cut apart journaling cards. What colors have I got? I'm going to stencil on one of those. My stencil in this kit is Waves. Have I got it here? Or did I? Yep, I do. Oh, actually, why don't I use one from the background pack? Because then I can show you with a bit more room. I've got a blue here. Okay. So, stenciling. Optional but useful thing. Get some washi or something to secure stuff. Yeah. So you can have a little trick. Put the tape so it's on the back of your paper and then stick your stencil just off the corner there. Yeah. Now, yes, you've now got tape sticky up. It's okay. Because you're going to come over to the other side to have something that's sticky down. And you can even tape right over the top of this if you want, like I could put one here. Okay? Now, if you're going all the way to the edge of the paper, you need a mat underneath so that you don't get your desk messy. Maleficent, my desk, would tell me off if I inked right on top of her. But I'm going to start in here, so it's okay. She's going to be fine with it. And then, what was our color for this month? Oh, goodness. I'm trying to remember. Why is my mind forgotten? Hold on. I have a list here. I have everything in a list. Normally, I'm right on top of that, but for some reason, I can't think of it. So I'm going to look on my list. Here it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's Uncharted Mariner. Perfect. Okay. So that's one that I haven't put a label on yet, which means that's why I'm not seeing it. It's sitting here hiding on my desk with no label. What are you like, Shimelle? I might have accidentally put it somewhere super tidy. Nope, it's here. It's here. Okay. Yeah. Now, ink pad. And you need something to put your ink on with. So you can use something like this, which technically is called an ink applicator, but around these parts we call it a booper. And that part is a booper head, and they come off so that you can then just swap them around. So you can have lots of these and just one handle, or a few handles, or whatever you like. Or you can use something that's more like a brush. So I've got this one that's set to blue, so I'm going to go ahead and use that today. I don't always. Okay, then the reason that's called a booper, this is what you want to do. Boop, 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 up and down. Okay, and that's going to get the color starting. I don't know why I didn't tape the top of it. I was being silly. So the tape is just there so that you don't have to physically hold this down, because you don't want it to move while you're stenciling, yeah? But you can, and sometimes I do, just physically hold it down. Now what I always suggest is that you start with a stencil by just booping straight up and down. So you're bouncing the color on there. Here's why. Do you see how this bit, I don't know if you can see that at all, but this one is, do you see there's a shadow? Because this piece has the tiniest little bend in it, so it's not sitting flat. And if I were to start here and automatically start rubbing the brush like this, I'm just going to pick that up and I'm going to put ink underneath the bit that I'm trying to stencil. But if I boop straight over the top, even with a piece like that that's a bit bent out of shape and it doesn't want to lay flat, it's fine. See? So booping up and down, it's slower than brushing over, but it's way more accurate. Okay? Now, what if I want to fade this into another color? I still have the shopping list up, but I'm like, where are my comments gone? Here they are. Here they are. I love everybody else remembered the color. And I was like, what? I can't remember. I'm with it now. I remember waves plus the wavy color. Okay, so I want it to soften out toward the edges rather than going all the way to the edge of the stencil. So I'm going to tap, 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 tap toward the edges without re-inking. Anytime I ink, I'm going to the part where I want the color saturated and then going out so that it fades, because no matter which one you use, they will hold ink a lot longer than you might imagine. There's quite a bit of ink sitting in there, especially with a relatively new ink pad. Okay, so what if I want to then blend this color? So with a booper, I'd probably change boopers, but with a brush, I would just use the same one. But I wanted to be able to show you both, so I'm going to pick up a booper with Chip Sapphire, which is like a navy. And I'm going to come in and boop in just a few places. So I'm bouncing, bounce, 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 bounce. Okay, then go back to your first color. This is with oxides. Go back to where you've just put that other color down and blend it out. It's kind of like if you ever do like layers of blush or contour or anything like that, you have to then, or eyeshadow even, if you just painted on stripes of eyeshadow and walked away, somebody might be like, "No, that's an interesting technique." It would be a very bold look. And if you want to soften it out and be like, actually, my eyelids are always this color. It's so natural. It's a phenomenon. I mean, they're colors that you never find in nature, but it's just a natural, soft look. Then what you want to do is come back and blend in with more ink. Okay, that's all there is to it. Ready? We untape, and we have that. Okay? So Lise, does this answer your questions? All you then need to do, if you want to carry this on, you move it over. Now, some patterns are an exact repeat and some are not. So if you're using a stencil that's smaller than your paper and it doesn't have an exact repeat, you're going to kind of just find a bit that's as good as possible and start again. And maybe soften it into where the join is so it's not too jarring. But if it's something like a polka dot, then you can just line up the dots exactly and move it across and keep going. So there we go. Yeah, and then to clean this, with most inks, all you have to do is run it under the tap, or you can use a baby wipe, or I use the wipes that you wash them in the wash. They're just like tiny washcloths, really tiny flannels, and then just put them in. Right, Lise says that does answer her questions. Excellent. I'm so happy to be able to help you with that. Yeah, and then these I don't wash. These I do every once in a while when I go, actually I don't want that to be blue anymore. I want it to start again, and then I wash it. But otherwise, I just keep it like this. So currently I have a yellow and a blue. I don't have a whole set of those brushes. Some people like the brushes more than the boopers, so then you get a whole set of brushes and then you don't have to keep changing your colors around. Give each a try and see what you like. I just have those two brushes and they do give a beautiful soft like feathering look, but I find them, I find boopers just feel nicer in my hand, so that's my go-to. So I have a handful of handles and a full set of booper heads. Cool. Now, for something super exciting to watch, I'm going to cut this out. And Courtney says, these live streams have everything because now she's got makeup tips too. Do you know what I always say? A few times I've gone to these, well, we used to have a YouTube space in London, and you could get, if once your channel had grown to a certain size, there were some things that you could use there all the time just by signing up, and then there were other things that you could get invited to come use or listen to or different things like that. It shut during COVID, and then they didn't reopen it, and I do kind of wish they did, because I always found it a really good place to learn. So I hope that something like that will eventually come back. But anyway, sidetrack. They would have these sessions and they would be like, and how can you build your channel so that more and more people discover it and subscribe? And here's the funny thing, is that those questions and the advice would always be the same, no matter what the size of your channel. So I might end up on a table because my channel topic would end up like under a heading of channels that have a by and large female viewership. So that would include things like crafts and makeup, and then kind of, especially the kind of fashion that gets crafty. So sewing your own clothes, altering your own clothes. Yeah, right. So I would meet a lot of people who made various kinds of videos under those headings, because we'd always end up on the same table together. And I remember listening to going around and this lady going, well, I mean, my channel has 3 million subscribers and I'd like to double that by the end of the year. And I'm sitting there trying to have a straight face going, I'm not sure there are 3 million scrapbookers in the world. So that would be like everyone who's ever bought scrapbooking stuff has to subscribe to my channel. So one time there was a question saying, what could you have done differently in the beginning of your channel to have a bigger audience? And I was like, I could have been really good at makeup instead of being good at scrapbooking. But no, I don't have any regrets. So it's fine. But it always makes me laugh because makeup channels can get a big, big viewership. And maybe if I wanted to just do YouTube forever, I should have talked about makeup. But I don't think I would have any ideas left at this point, and I still end up with ideas for paper. So I made the right decision. Yay! Plus, if I had a makeup channel, I can't just show up here with post-kickboxing face, can I? I have to be like full face of makeup all the time, or at least I have to like put on a full face of makeup during the live stream. That's a thing, isn't it? You can watch makeup people like live stream going from a completely bare face to the finished product, and some of them look very much the same just with makeup, and some of them look like a whole different person, and it's amazing. It's magic. His painting on a human. Anyway, there you go. But yeah, YouTube always would have things saying, you know, like, what could you do to increase your viewership? And sometimes I was a real rebel, because obviously they want you to increase your viewership because that's better for them, right? Like, the more people watch everybody on YouTube, the better it is for YouTube. So they want you to think about that. And I was always like, actually, the number of people who watch my channel is a big enough number to kind of creep me out sometimes, like in a good way. But you know, like, that's a lot of people to get a notification if I say, I'm going live. There's a lot of people out there who get that message. And I'm quite all right with, you know, just that number. And they would look at me like I had 3 heads. I'm like, but honestly, if all of those people came up to you in one room, you know, that's terrifying, right? Like, oh, Courtney says she watches background science channels that have huge followings. Yes. Yeah. Well, and we love a Mark Rober video in this house. And oh my goodness, it'll like come up on your notifications and it'll be like, Mark Rober uploaded a video 27 minutes ago, and it already has 2.6 million views. And you're like, oh my goodness. But he doesn't do videos all the time. He like will wait months in between, and then whatever it is that he's made will be really good. So then you're like, okay, I'm going to go see that now. Yeah. Okay. I'm almost to the end. I managed to waffle about YouTube. Oh, yes. Autumn points out another very, very big point. that the marketing people will know that there are way more makeup advertisers, you know, willing to place ads on those makeup channels than there are crafting companies, especially scrapbooking companies, willing to pay them money to advertise craft products on our channels. So they will be encouraging all of the growth on the things that they can sell advertising. And Courtney says there's whole courses on how to YouTube like Mark Rober. Yes, there are. Oh, it's so funny. I think where he's golden is, I mean, one, he's very engaging, but really, really brainy person who's still a really good communicator. And having, you know, in a previous life, spent a lot of time with people who worked in NASA or various kinds of, you know, aerospace groups. A lot of those geniuses are not great natural communicators, and you would have to like really stop and think about what it is. Like, I would have to come out of lectures and then do a lot of reading it back and being like, is this what that meant? Where to have a gift of being able to explain something really naturally in science, that, I mean, that's the sort of stuff that is YouTube gold, because not every scientific genius can be natural in their delivery like that and just make you go, oh, that totally makes sense. And he can, which is cool. Yep. April says almost 20K is almost creepy and I'd freak. Yes. Hello. A small person has just joined me at my desk. Yes.
You know how you were talking about Mark Rober?
Oh, you were listening to me talk about Mark Rober? Yeah.
You know what I just looked up?
What did you look up?
Mark Rober.
Yeah. Oh, before I said it?
No,
just okay.
After you said it.
Oh. I'm not sure that he has any videos you haven't watched, to be fair.
No?
No? He does have a few. Oh, a few.
And I just saw, I'm about to see the payback of glitter bombs with the hackers.
Well, that does sound like epic viewing. I'm so close to the end here. Sorry. You know, cutting out, detail cutting is not particularly exciting. It's like watching paint dry. So I think I'll just maybe leave those bits. Okay, so how big is this? Oh, I have to do this one though. Okay. Oh, Shimelle, don't cut through. You've gone all this way with all these little leaves, and you haven't cut a hole in anything, so don't mess it up now. Okay, got it. So that top bit is not going to fit. So let me show you a little trick from the days of foldies. Come back to the big element that does fit. So in this case, that's the yellow rose. That one fits without any problem at all. We don't have to lose the vines and the leaves behind here. We just need to change their placement. So we could cut them off entirely and have just that, but they are a nice element. So what you do is you cut them off and then you just put them back underneath in a place where they fit. Yeah? So we're gonna ink all this. Sophia says, watching the annual glitter bombing of thieves is pretty much an internet tradition at this point. Yes, it's like a holiday.
This time the one that I'm going to watch isn't thieves.
It's not thieves. Oh, it's the call center people.
Yeah.
That's just a different kind of thieves. Not that everyone who works in a call center is dodged, but the particular, if you've never watched these, they're scammer call centers. That's what they're trying to shut down by annoying them, basically.
They're in
yes,
India, and one of Mark Rober's friends was hacked.
Scammed by them. So they're working on it.
Do you know where my headphones are?
Yes, they're in my backpack, which is just there. That backpack right there. Okay, cool. Okay. Daisy says the squirrel videos are her favorite. They're amazing.
Oh,
yes.
He builds squirrel. Have you seen both of them? The squirrel. I really like the ninja one. The first one.
AJ's like her kids make up half the Mark Rober views, and Evan and Caitlin. We love Evan and Caitlin too. So yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Dun, 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 dun.
Mummy,
Yes?
they run out of power.
Oh, the headphones. We'll
Yeah.
put them on charge and you
Because
can use them
this
later.
whole time, you kept them on.
Ahem. I didn't use them, so don't go blaming me, sir. Do you hear that? He said, my headphones don't have any power because the whole time they've been in your bag, you left them on. Did I use the headphones? They're his headphones. They're for a very small head. Ah. Yes, Claire, I find it oddly satisfying is exactly the right terms for when you're watching the scammer videos and trying to figure out, you're like, it's oddly satisfying. Okay, so what I have to do now is make it so there's not a green triangle there. So I think it's better to maybe have, maybe I just move this down a little bit. Let's put these two together first. So that's where I can lose the triangle. And then these come here, and I'm following that line there. Now, this is going to come all the way off the page. I am okay with that. I'm just going to cut it at the edge. Oh, we got crows. Can you hear them? Okay.
The one that I'm watching is the one where we put.
I've created a monster now.
Is the one where they're putting.
Are they going to put mice in the call center?
No.
No.
They put about 100 cockroaches
Oh!
in a machine, and they hide that in a lunchbox. And then they leave the lunchbox open
Mm-hmm.
on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then after a certain period of time, they'll just see
Okay.
1 million cockroaches.
Okay, off you go. No more mention of that, and I need to talk here. Okay. Right, so what I was trying to do while he was telling me about the video was figure out where's the placement. And so when I put one photo down on its own, I'm automatically wanting to bring it over to the right a little bit. And that works with one photo, but look what happens when I add the second photo. I get this awkward orange valley that feels weird. The way to fix that is to move this in. No valley. Yeah? And in fact, I like this where it's all straight up and down and not at angles. So I'm going to straighten up this frame because it's not even all the way around. So it just has a small white edge. Oh, cut straight, cut straight. Okay. So this one's going to go there. Oh no! Sophia's child shouted out, I'm holding on by my chin. No, that's not an expression you ever want to hear from someone you're responsible for their well-being. Don't hold on by your chin. Also not your teeth. Please do not hang on to things by your teeth. Okay, that paper that I tore from has oranges on the other side. What's left of it? Just these little bits. Okay. What do I have that could go around this that's in any of these colors over here to pull? So I can do pink and I can do yellow. Let's do the yellow. So I've got a yellow background that I had cut into earlier in the month. Here. And oh, what am I like? Sometimes I think I'm cutting fine and then I pull it away and go, what? It's okay. Okay. Then pink here. It's okay, Crystal. Cutting straight with scissors is not a requirement of scrapbooking at all. I've got, both of these photos have something I'd be happy to cover up. So there's half a sign and half a person here, and there's half a person here, but I can do one or the other. I'm going to do that way. But this edge is still bothering me. Okay. So this is going to get covered, but there's still a half a person here. I could have taken them out in Photoshop, but I don't tend to do that sort of thing unless it's a really, I don't know, I think I've done it about twice in my life. Okay, now let's open this sticker book, see what we got in terms of letters left. So I kind of want this to be called something like round 2 or here we go again because, oh, do I have a here we go? No, I do not. I thought it might be in this sort of thing. Because this was the second week of this like session. So you can, they run 2 weeks of summer school. The first week is one theme. The second week is the second theme. And you can either do the first week or the second week or both. And he wanted to do both this year after last year only doing one and then being like, I wish I could do the second week and we're on holiday. How dreadful. So this year he did both. So I kind of want to call it round 2 or here we go again. Now I definitely can't do here, but can I do round? R-O. I could cut that W into a U. N. What could I make into a D? That P upside down. Yeah. So I can do round and then add in a number. Look at me Frankensteining letters left, right, and center this month. It's crazy. Who am I? What did I say the U would be? A W. Then I'm gonna, well, let's try the other W because I just tore that one in half. It was Frankensteining itself. There we go. Round. Ha ha ha, it's round on a round shape. Scrapbooking humor, what can we say? Oh, April just spotted that. Round 2 with the circle is kind of fun. Yeah. Round. And then this was going to be my D. P upside down. Now, question. Somebody have a look at what's left here and tell me what titles I could, what words I could spell. I could put it in a Scrabble cheater and say, what words could I still do? I've got an I and Y's. Those are the only vowels I have left. Oh, I have 3 I's and 2 Y's. Oh, round. Okay. And then I don't have numbers in here. And I don't think I want to use those. So let's do stealing a number 2 from something else. So that sounds horrible. I just mean the actual number. The actual number. Here, I've got a set of thickers right here with a 2. Yes? Round 2. Okay. Now, diagonal. Oh, and I'm going to journal in white along here. Yes. Okay. But diagonal embellishment. Now, I have those frames, which I have not used today. Should I have put one behind here? I kind of want to save this one for something a little, I mean, I could put it, I'm not considering putting it over, I'm considering putting it under. But I think the answer is to use it another time. Okay, so I got four frames I still need to use. It's okay. Claire says, from my stickers, I could spell the word limb, if that is helpful for anything. That could be when you get the bill for all of your summer activities. They have cost you at least one limb. Alicia says she loves the look of journaling around a shape but never has the confidence to do it. Oh, a pencil is your friend. Just write it out once in pencil and you'll be fine. And all it takes, the reason I can do it without a pencil now is not some sort of psychic gift. It is practice. Just practice. And being able to so I can write 3/4 of the way around and then look at what I've written and what I have left to say and adjust the word count so that it'll fit in there. It might need a little adding, so I might add a few adjectives that I didn't really need, or it might need condensing, so I take out the adjectives so that you just get just effects. Yeah? But the trick to it is just to pencil it in. And the more you handwrite, the easier it will be because you will get in your mind how much room your writing takes. Yeah. Okay. Now, stickers. What do we got? What do we got? And have I got a block to put them on? I do. Now, these are for that 6x12. So I want to move them so that I don't lose them, because they make the 6x12 match the 12x12 that goes next to it. Now, I think those stars can come in really handy, so I'm definitely going to do those. I kind of wanted to put, I haven't used any of the suitcase stickers, but I am quite happy to say that it can be a dance bag. So I'm going to bring the bags that look like bags rather than square suitcases. I'm going to bring those 3 in because to me they look like dance bags, and that's fine. I'm going to bring in the 2 Instax cameras that are left here. Okay. Oh, let's have the one that says let's go. Let's go, round 2. That fits together to me. Was that the first page? Yes. Okay. Then we can have some that are geometric. So, bring these in. There were kids from different countries, so I'm using that as a reason to put a globe on it. If you like it, then you should have put a globe on it. Yeah. Yeah. There's a 3rd camera because that's a camera on a map. Oops. That one. I like these circles. There's going to be a lot of circles. I'm just feeling lots of circles. I'm running out of room. I move these around. Make room for one more there. Okay. Oh, is the camera frozen? Oh no. Okay, I've got something there. Can you still hear me? Uh-oh. Okay. Something's weird with YouTube. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure. Okay. Hey, the cassette tapes are also finally relevant, so I can use cassette tapes. We're all good. Okay, so let's find the large ones here. Okay, you're all good. Okay. I'm not sure what happened there. Everything just, like on the bit where YouTube lets me see, it just froze for a long time. And so then I was waving my arms about to see if I can see on the live feed just here on my computer without it going on YouTube. And that could show my hands waving about like I just don't care. So yeah, I'll put my hands in the air. Okay, how does this one match color-wise? Oh, actually it's just right. I mean, they're from the same collection, so they should be. So I've got these little ones. I'm going to build in some bigger pieces here. Sorry for the making you nervous. I don't know what was going on there, but it's fine for you. So it's all good. Okay, so we got a sticker there. And let's I can kind of go through and just use lots and lots of stickers. Because it's good to use what I buy. It's almost like I say that a lot or something. So don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the chipboard frames. Okay. So a label there. What could I do on this side? Maybe this one that says dream and discover. Yeah, but I need to get that red over here too. When you run out of space for stickers on your stamp block or ink pad lid, and then you have to use the handle of your scissors. Not that I've ever done such a thing. You'll understand, says Sophia. I quite often will have it going around here and there. Yeah, I getcha, I getcha. Okay. I'm trying to think. I actually do want this down here, but I do want to get something in here that has that red color. Okay. Oh, there's a happy one, and it's the right color. So we'll have an American license plate that says happy. Why not? It's fine. There we go. So the last page. Oh no, there's this page which I haven't used at all. I need to do like a whole layout with these. Okay. Can I use one here? I think I can. Maybe two. So I could use this one in that bundle there. Three there. 1, 2, and then a third piece over here. I like this one that says the world is waiting. Yeah. Can I stick it underneath? It might go on top. Yeah, it needs to go under. Why do I never plan these things in the correct order? Because peeling up stickers is part of my crafty therapy. Just is. So remember, I've got a little bit that goes off the edge there. I want a little bit to go off the edge here too. Not the words. Oh, hold on. That doesn't work. I want the words visible. Will it work with the words visible? It's so close. I have to pull it so that it's just there. And then it will go. Look at that. Ah! Just. Yeah. Okay. I'm really tempted to move this up here. But no. Okay, it'll feel better once there's more pieces on it. Okay, bring me back to some larger pieces. Okay, so let's have some tickets. And come up over here behind the top flower. So we're going to work on this diagonal. And that's going to involve circles. I got big circles in here too. I think I did, yeah. I think the orange can come in here. Sophia has also never, ever spent whole minutes repositioning stickers multiple times by fractions of a millimeter. Can't relate at all. No. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. And dun, dun, dun. I want the turquoise camera up here, but I want a circle behind there. This one. Now, when I'm taking pieces from here, there's no real right or wrong of which one goes where. I'm just being fussy. See? Accepted by me definition of fussy. Does not involve cutting. The paper did not complain and point things out to me. But I do to myself when it comes to which sticker goes where. Now, could also do with some pop dots here, but at the moment I'm going to keep them all flat because I'm a bit worried about the fragility of all of the sticker book stickers. And Jolene says, I see a silhouette full page frame layout in your future with the last page of stickers. Why not? Why not? Okay. I want those aqua word strips. And then a cassette tape as well. Come on, there we go. So I was going to bring this right down there and then put the cassette tape there. So I've got a whole bunch of aqua and turquoise coming around here. So I want to pick a cassette tape that's not those colors. I don't have much of the navy up there. And I've got a navy cassette. Let's do that. It ends up, Sophia has no idea what I'm doing. She's watching this, having made many pages and never needed to move stuff around. Okay, so here's what we do. We put this onto this sticker, and then we move it around to see where it goes. So it turns out I need another piece there. That's all right. I can do that. Or I could even move, let's have a look. Do I want to move the tape over to here? No, I don't. Sometimes you just instantly see it and go, no, that's not what I want it to look like. So then we can take one of these, like maybe this white one, and pop it behind there. Okay, the tape has to come up again. Come here, little cassette. You're going to be as beaten up as a real cassette that was in my car in the 90s, I'm afraid. But you'll do it. You'll be just fine. And you'll play 500 miles and make everyone who ever gets in my car groan. I love that song so much. Played it everywhere. And then there was a running joke in How I Met Your Mother that's what was stuck in Marshall's car. Oh, now it's frozen for some people. Oh goodness. And it's not frozen for me here. Okay. Oh, it's just freezing for some people, so I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna bring that down here now. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, on How I Met Your Mother. Marshall's car has 500. It is How I Met Your Mother. Yeah, that had 500 miles stuck in the tape player on repeat. I'm sure it was that show, and I was like, oh, that was me for a while. Okay. For those of you who, I don't know why I'm saying this, because if you're frozen, you're not going to hear me say it. But if it froze for you, the best thing you can always do is refresh the page. Sometimes it's just one of those things that's magically switched by the web page equivalent of turning it off and on again. Okay, so now something down here. And is that literally the only piece I have with a floral to make it coordinate with that? Oh, I'm a nightmare. Okay. Yes, Jolene says, oh, what else could you use in place of the flowers? Just leave them off. There's pattern there already. You don't have to use the flowers there, but I had them in the kit and they were pretty, so I decided I'd put them in. Yeah? But you don't have to use flowers there. You could leave it completely empty. And you could just bring this embellishment cluster down closer to the photos. Yeah. Okay. So we started up there with a big circle. Let's do the same thing here. What have I got left in large circles? Sup, dude? Oh, okay. He's watching Mark Rober squirrels now. Did you put your bike away?
I think that I put it in the front door because I think that
It's inside the house, not outside. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Phew. Sorry, I just realized that when I started this live stream, he was in the garden riding his bike. And I have the keys to where the bike gets put away. And bikes do get stolen when left on doorsteps here. So I wanted to make sure. Suddenly going, oh no, what's the bike situation? But we're all good. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. I kind of want the polka dot one. Okay. Okay, but I need something more colorful because look, all this is same sort of color scheme. So let's bring in the one floral piece to make it match. And bring this orange camera. I'm going to take the strap behind the two. Yeah? Okay, so we're getting there now that it doesn't feel quite so washed out. Sophia says, bikes do walk. This is true. Our neighbor's rather swish expensive one got stolen and it was in the back garden behind a locked garden door. Yep. Oh no, but Courtney's bike got stolen by her own child. How dare he outgrow his bike and steal hers instead? Ah. Okay, that can fit right in there, and then let's have that bag. Now it feels a bit better. I'm going to bring it down toward this corner though. Okay, so what can I do with these spaces? To bring circle in here. I just about put my hand on the ink pad. I mean, there is me enjoying using my hands rather than tools, but there does come a point where I have to draw a line. Okay. This is kind of a weird grouping right now, but I've got cassette tapes to add to that and aqua strips. Debbie says it's interesting that putting all the things on the wonky circle makes the circle more cohesive and less wonky. Yeah, because you're covering up a lot of sections. I mean, you could make this whole sort of page without that printed background. You just put it on a plain background, but it's going to look different. So it's quite fun to play with it this way. Okay. So I could bring the aqua, oh no, but I've got an aqua word strip. So let's go with the pink cassette tape. Aqua word strips. Oh, and I want an admit one down here too. Let's have an orange ticket. Yes, Sophia, I agree, and Alex, yeah. The feeling that somebody has come into your locked space, been in your garden, been in your garage, been anywhere, the feeling of invasion is almost worse. It probably is worse, like mentally is worse than actually losing the stuff. Yeah. Oh, I don't want it angled. I want it up and down. Okay. It's a little angled. It'll do. Cassette tape. I'm not sure I like this grouping as much as I like that grouping. But it's also kind of stuck, so I'm kind of just trying to deal with it. I'm going to fix a couple bits with enamel dots where there's some gaps I don't like. Where's that word strip? Can I make it all better with a word sticker? What we got? What we got? Because a lot of these are really travel-y, and I'm not sure that taking the Jubilee line to Bond Street counts as travel-y. But some of them are just nice and easy to use. Life is good. That's fine. Okay. I'm not happy with this. Maybe I used two. If I got a second one, what's this one? Enjoy the journey. So I can have one that says adventure as well as life is good. The solution will be more. Everyone shouting, just add more. It'll be fine. I've trained you all well. Sometimes you believe in me more than I believe in myself. She'll do it. She'll just keep adding more. It'll work. We'll get there in the end. We're getting there. You weren't wrong. Okay, where can a cassette go? And is this all bothering me because that's skew-if? It kind of is. Is it too late to straighten it out? No, it's not. I'm going to do it. I'm going to straighten it out. Come on. It's all connected? Okay. I'm going to peel pieces apart so I can straighten it out. I need the circles off. Are you seeing the top of my head? Of all days to see the top of my head, today would be the scariest. Okay. Okay. Come here. I'm ripping you apart. Okay, so that has to stick up like this so that these two pieces can go behind different layers. And then I have to pay attention to that wording there. Don't mind me. I'm happier already. Don't like that. Better. Underneath, so that you get the little bottom edge of the ticket, I think. If not, I'll lift that up again and put it on the top. Okay. Yes. Deconstructing sticker files long after you put them down. Sophia has not done this either. We got it though. We got it. Okay. Now, do I want to straighten these up? Because I like these so much more now that they're straight up and down. I'm just showing you that it's possible. That's what I'm saying. Nothing is forever here. We can move the stickers. It's fine. Nothing to see here. Pay no attention to the stickers behind the curtain. Why? Almost every time I start with things on angles like that, I later regret it. So why do I not learn from myself? I can learn how much space my handwriting takes up, but I can't learn that I'll like it better without jaunty angles. Oh, there's squirrels on the roof. Okay, so the things I had left here can go over here. Oh, that label has a map, and this has a map too. That's fine. One down here. I've got one left. I'm going to put it over here. Can you believe that these things are still sticky? Wonky stickers on wonky circle is too much. I think you might be onto something. Okay, there we go. One word strip for over here. What we got? What we got? Good times. Oh, but doot doot doot. I think that's still the best one though. Okay. Stickers. Wonky overload. Dawn was sighing because I didn't tear anything. I didn't. I did not tear a thing. There we go. Okay. Enamel dots. Am I making it up that I had a line left that were gray? No, I'm not making it up. It's right here. Okay, so I don't have other colors left, but I've got gray. And it is the last one of the live stream, last live stream of the month. And these fit inside the cameras. So we're going to put a dot. See, what did I say about some people can use tweezers and make this all elegant, and then you can see what they're doing, and instead you get my clumsy fingers taking a lot of time to get the dot in the right spot, and probably seeing the top of my head too. There we go. Okay. One camera there. One camera here. Oh, I did that one in one go. Look at that. She learns. And then the tiny one can fit in the tiny camera. Excellent. She didn't learn too much. Okay. Then go back to those spots and build out. 1, 2, 3. See, there's a gap there that I don't love. Big dot covers it up. 1, 2. Bring the little dot out toward the corner. 3. And then over here. That's better. 1, 2. So where's that one going to go? This one's going to go here, here. 2, 3. Okay. Which gives me one set left. Which I'm going to build into the flowers, I think. I used to do this with foldies. Okay. Right. white journaling all the way around here. Now, I normally don't do the journal on the live stream, but we have had the question about like making that doable. So I feel like I should do the journaling live. Will I come to regret this? I just might. Who knows? Give me a scrap of paper to try my white pen. So this is my favorite white pen. It is the Sakura. Look, that's another thing makeup YouTubers have to do. You have to put their hand behind the mascara so you can read the packaging. Yeah, Sakura Jelly Roll. It comes in a few different tips. The first one I pulled out of my desk today is an 08, but I also have the 10 and the 05. I like them all. I like them because they don't dry out. You literally get to use it until the ink is all gone. So you get a lot of use from it. Okay, but I cannot talk at the same time as I write. And because if I do, I'll start writing what I'm saying instead. So you have to pick a topic and talk amongst yourselves. So tell us, oh, okay. So some of you had a 2-day weekend. Some of you had a 3-day weekend. While I journal around the circle, I want to hear what you did over your weekend, no matter how many days it was. Go. Dude, shush, please. Okay, done. So, what did people do? What did people do? Sophia and Corey did not much. That's okay. Leanne went to the first football game of the year for her marching band son. Whoop whoop. Autumn did 4 page kits and a layout, plus the grocery shopping and the laundry. That's a good weekend. April's been planning for a trip to Scotland. Alicia, oh, I've missed part of Alicia's discussion, I think. She's talking about charting. Lise went to Maine, and Can you hear me if I put sound on here? Yes, you can. Okay. Backup mic. Okay, sorry, the sound may not be nearly as nice now, but rather than trying to figure out what's wrong with the main mic, I just turned on the backup mic. Okay. We're almost done. Thank you, Elaine, for the big red X's. I could see those really quickly. So that was good. Okay, Alicia says yes. You can hear now. Okay, cool. Right, so we're almost done, so it's alright. But sorry, I'm not... yeah. Okay. It's good to have backups. Because sometimes you have to do things like, you know, scrub the launch to the moon. This is much easier. Just turn on a backup microphone. We were sitting there ready and waiting. I planned our schedule yesterday around watching the launch. There was no launch to watch, but it's okay. I'd rather than scrub the launch than go ahead with it not working. We do not want that. So there we go. Right. So we're at the end of this, and I tell you what I'm going to do. I think the sound cutting out means I need to take a little bit of time to put some stuff on charge, and then once it's charged back up, I want to do the walkthrough of next month's kit, because I meant to do that on Friday and I didn't get a chance. So let's have a surprise live in a little bit once everything's got enough power to make it work, and we'll do that today, so that if you want to make your kit from your stash, you could do that. Or if you live in the States and you ordered today, you could still get it in time to scrapbook with us on Friday. But I'll move over to the September kit on Friday, and the sorry, I just read the comment about Elon Musk just blowing up rockets, and it was fine. Please, we don't want to blow anything up. But there weren't any people in yesterday's launch either, but I still didn't want them to blow it up. Anyway, where was I? Yes, so we'll do a walkthrough of that. And also, this week will be the reveal of the Journal Your Christmas shopping list and stamps. So that's to come this week too. And don't forget, today and tomorrow are your last days to join the stamp set class for just $5. And once we hit 1st of September, you know what happens? It goes up to 10. So if you want it for 5, that's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you get it now. Yeah? Fabulous. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's see if we can get one of these. I'm not sure I want to with my scruffy face, but I feel like for authenticity's sake, let's do it. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video and if you enjoyed this layout, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up and join me on Friday, where I will be live 9:30 in the morning UK time and cutting into the September kit. Have a great week, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye!